Kajabi makes it super easy to create, host, and sell your online courses, but as an all-in-one platform, it also is a great place to run your entire online business from. And one of the best ways to drive traffic to your courses and digital products is to write a blog. In this tech tutorial, I'm showing you step-by-step how to get your blog set up on Kajabi so you can start writing those blog posts and attracting your ideal customers and clients who are primed and ready to buy your courses. My name is Brie, and I'm here to help you crush your course launch, create a wildly successful online course, and hit consistent 5K months in your business. So if any of those are goals you want to hit, make sure you stick around, you hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell to be notified every Friday when I have a new video coming at you live. I also have a great resource which gives you my shortcut to creating, launching, and scaling your online course in 90 days flat. So if you want to grab that, make sure you stick around to the very end. I'll share you the link for that. All right, so let's get your blog set up. So once you log into Kajabi, you want to go on over to website, and then underneath website, you go to blog. And this is where all of your blog posts will live. So when you haven't set up your blog yet, there won't be anything here. But for now, for me, I have all of the blog posts I've published so far. But before we get into publishing actual posts, I want to go in here and click on settings so we can set up your SEO and all of those important things to make sure we have right before we get going. So this is where you can create your page title for your main blog page, your page description, your image, all SEO and sharing related, just to make sure you have things set up to be found using search, whether that is Google or when sharing things on Facebook, Twitter, other social media platforms. And the first thing we want to do is customize the look of your blog. So that will be your main blog page and for your individual blog posts. So under the design tab, under website, you can see we have the theme previews for different pages of our website. So we can go and click, let's start with blog, and we're going to customize that. Once you click on that, that opens up the Kajabi page editor. So inside this, we'll be able to edit the look and feel of our main blog page. So this is what it looks like for me now. Let's just go through all these sections and see what we can change. So first is the header. I have the header showing. If you want that or not, you can hide it or show it. You can upload your logo, decide what menu you want to show here. So you can add in an announcement if you have, say, a sale going on or something, or a freebie you want to point your readers towards, you can make that show up there. That's pretty straightforward. So the next section is the hero section. I have this turned off on my blog page, but if I go to show that, it'll show up. So you can change the background, the look and feel of this, what you want to show up. You can change the title, add in some text, and decide how you want that to look. But I like to keep my blog page simple, so I'm going to keep that hidden. The next section is your blog listing body. So this determines what shows up in your blog feed. So if I scroll down, it'll show multiple blog posts, the title, the preview of the video I have linked in there, and a snippet of the actual full article. So you can decide what you want to have show here. So say I want to have the date shown. So now I have the date. I can have tags. If I tag those, I can change the look and feel of my video player. Or if I want to make this only show a shorter snippet of the preview of the article, I can decide I want that to truncate at, say, 250 words. So see, that's a much shorter before it goes to continue reading. Next is your blog sidebar settings. So you can choose if you want to have this sidebar showing or not. You can hide that. I like to have that there. And this is where you can add what you want to show up in that sidebar. So for me, I just have my author box and my social links. You can go down here and add content. So say you want to add something else. Maybe you want to add in an image or a custom block with a link to, say, a freebie that you want people to be able to click on and sign up for. There's a bunch of different options, things you can add in here, a search bar, images, categories, whatever you want, you can add that in using the add content button, and that'll show up in your sidebar. After the sidebar is the footer. This is the bottom of your blog page, and you can decide if you want to show that or not, your copyright, your logo, and what menu you want to show here. I have a separate menu in my footer that I've set up with my privacy, my terms, contact, refund policy, all that fun stuff that isn't as important to be in my header at the top of the page. But you can choose what that looks like, what you include, change your social icons, and put in all of your social links for that as well. The last two options are optional as well. This is the exit pop-up. So if you want to have a pop-up that comes up when somebody is on this page and they go and move their mouse up as if they're going to leave. So when that happens, that'll trigger the exit pop-up. So you could make this to be a pop-up for your freebie, your lead magnet, and have that pop up. You can choose when you want that to come up. So if I go here and edit pop-up, this will show what that pop-up looks like. I don't have one set up, so this is just the default, but you can click to edit and change what shows up in that pop-up. So right now it is just text. I can change the color and the look and feel of that. And then if I want to add a call to action, I can do that as well. So say that is take somebody to a form or a landing page on my website, I can do that. But once you're done editing, you can uncheck the edit pop-up just so it goes away. That just makes it show up so you can see it while you're editing. But once you do that, you can enable and then that will start working. That'll go live on your site. And then there's also the two-step opt-in. This works similarly to the exit pop-up. You can decide how that works. This one is actually better for opt-ins. You can put your form right in the page and you can set that up to go and change the look and feel of that. So let's just see that's what that looks like. So what I would do is change the text, change the look, add in my form here, and that would be good to go. And the last section of editing your blog page is your settings. So you can go through here and these are settings to help you change the look and feel of this page. Your favicon is this little icon that shows up in the browser. You can change that to be your logo. Under typography, you can change the text, the font family, the size of your font, the colors, all of that. Color scheme just chooses the basic colors of your page. So I have these set to my brand colors. You can change those to yours as well. Message, passage recovery, you can add in discuss comments and set things up so you get the look and feel that you want. But that's how you set up your main blog page. Now we need to do the same thing for an individual blog page for an individual blog post. But in order to edit that, let's go down here and switch this from blog to blog post. So now we are editing the individual blog page. So for an individual blog post. So if I scroll down, it shows the entire article that I've written for this blog post. I use these simply on my blog as a place for my YouTube videos to live and include some show notes on what's included in the video. I don't do anything crazy with my blog post. But again, this is the same as editing your main blog page. You want to go through with your header. Header would be the same as the blog page, your blog post body. And again, here I can choose things like if I want to show the date, show tags, add in content, if I want to add in any images, calls to action, opt-ins. If you have an opt-in form for your freebie or whatever you have, this is where you can add that into the general structure of your blog post. Here you can edit the sidebar that shows up on your individual blog pages. What we set up before was for our main blog page that has a feed of all of our blog posts. You can do the same here if you want that to be the same or different for individual posts. Footer's the same, exit, pop-up, and two-step opt-in. Again, you can set those to be whatever you want for your individual blog post. And that same goes for settings. This is all kind of the same, but if you want to change those settings to be different, to be the same, this is where you would go and do that. Okay, so now we have everything set up. We have our main blog page and our individual blog post structures set up the way we want it to look. So now we can go and actually publish our first blog post. So back into the Kajabi dashboard, we want to go down to blog. And in order to create a new post, we're going to go up here and click a new blog post. So this is the blog post page. You're going to create a new one for every post you want to publish. So the first section is the media section. So if you have a video or an audio clip, say you are uploading podcast episodes, this is where you would add that in. After that, this is the post detail. So this is the post title, so whatever your blog post is called. And then this is where you would write out your blog post here. So you have your options like anything else in Kajabi to format things, to add in headers, body text, links, images, whatever you need to, you can add that all in here. So you would write your blog post out, and then once you've done that, you go down here to the SEO and sharing section. So when you first save your blog post, it will automatically generate a URL here based on what your post title is. If you want to change that, this is where you would do that. Change your title if you want that to be the same or different than what is automatically generated. So this is all for SEO, for optimizing to show up on Google, adding keywords in where you need to. This all helps with that. You can also add in a blog image. So say you are posting to Pinterest, this would show up at the top of the post, and that's what would be pulled from. And under organization, you can add tags if you like to organize things into different sections, into different buckets of the main topics you cover on your blog post. This is where you can add in your tags. But once you are ready to go, right now this is set to unpublish. So before we hit save, we want to decide what we're doing. So if I wanted to publish it, I would simply hit published and go to save. But if I want to set this to publish sometime in the future, then instead of that, I would click to set a specific date. And then I can go down here and choose from my calendar the specific date and specific time that I want this to be published. And then once that date and time comes along, my blog post will automatically be published on that date at that time, and it will go out. I don't have to do anything or come back and press any buttons to make that go live. So let me just show you what that would look like. So let's go preview my latest blog post. And that's basically it. That is what a blog post can look like. That's how you set up your blog on Kajabi. It's a great platform. You can host your whole website on this platform. Use your blog to drive traffic to your opt-ins, to your courses, and reach your ideal clients that way and generate more course sales. And that is basically it. It is literally that easy to get your blog up and running inside Kajabi. But we all know that blogging and getting that traffic is just the first step in running a successful course-based business. What you really need to focus on is getting that course out there, getting it created, and having a system in place to sell it reliably to your ideal customers and clients. So if you've been thinking about creating a course, or you've been putting it off, or you're even stuck in the actual course creation process itself, I can help. I'm hosting an exclusive free training called Course Idea to Consistent Profit. Now, in this training, I'm sharing my simple step-by-step formula for creating, launching, and scaling your online course in 90 days flat. And this is all without relying on paid ads and without having a huge audience to begin with. So click the link in the description below to grab your seat. This is completely free, and I'm sharing some of my best tips and tricks inside this training. There's literally never been a better time to create and launch your online course, and I would really love to help you make that a reality. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and share it with another coach or course creator who could also benefit from these videos. Now, if you're ready to take your course-based business to the next level, check out these videos next.